Hi everyone, Megan McCann here, and I am so thrilled to have this beautiful lady online with me. Not only is she a business partner, but she's become a very dear friend of mine, and she will be joining us in Santa Barbara this April for the Soul Success Summit. Woo!
I'm so excited, Megan.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your story with the world.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm so excited that I was invited to come to the summit this year. I really wanted to go last year and it just didn't happen for me, and I was bummed, but I'm just grateful that I get to join you lovely ladies this year. So thank you for having me. And I'm really excited to share my story and how I think that it can powerfully impact other women. And so thank you.
Yes, awesome. So, and we'll get into the details of the Soul Success Summit in a little bit. So please be sure to watch this entire video. It has been a game changer for so many women entrepreneurs out there. And Jennifer, I love that you're going to be speaking because the event is really a blend of what we call the feminine, the self-love, the meditation, the yoga, the how to take care of yourself, with the masculine piece, the how to be a badass, how to make more money, how to just be powerful and own what you do.
Yeah.
And I feel that fitness is really can be a beautiful blend of both. So would you mind sharing with us how you got started in fitness? And I know you have a really cool story. So you got started in fitness and how specifically you help women out there?
Absolutely. I would love to. Thank you. Fitness is my jam. I've been training people and been in the business for over 13 years. And so I kind of got into it on happenstance. I didn't go looking for it. It kind of found me, which is interesting. But my story started, and I've always wanted to help people. I didn't know how, but I love women. I've always had a tribe of really amazing women around me. I was raised that way. And so women are really important in my life. And it was interesting because I've always thought, I really want to do something big with my life and help as many people as I can. But I didn't really know exactly how I was going to do that. And I honestly, to be very frank, I think a lot of women can relate, but I was in a really bad situation. I was married, and it was a very, very abusive marriage. And I was powerless, or I felt like I was powerless, right? I felt like I was suffocating in this marriage, and I had no way to get out. I had no way to find my true purpose. I had no voice in my marriage. And it was really hard on me. And, one day I was always kind of active. I mean, I ran, I kind of did, things here and there to stay healthy. But one day I picked up a weight. I started lifting weights, and I started gaining my physical strength. And once I did that, I knew that fitness was my tool. I knew it. I just knew it was my tool. It wasn't only the tool for me, because it gave me this physical power that translated into this emotional and spiritual power, and it allowed me to take back my life. It gave me the strength to take back my power, the power that I felt was taken from me, and it gave me my voice. And it was life-changing. And from that moment on, I never looked back. And I knew that that was the tool for me to help people and to empower women and to share my story. And so that's what I did. And right after my daughter was born, baby on my hip, little baby on my hip, I left my husband and I empowered myself. And when I did, my whole life just opened up, and I was able to share my voice, but I was also to open up my own business. And so I started H2O Fitness in Boise, Idaho, and it grew into this loving, beautiful, nurturing community of like-minded women. And it just allowed me to use that tool, that fitness tool, to show other women that they too can find their power and they can take it back if they've lost it. And that's what I do. So ever since then, I have dedicated myself to sharing that gift with as many people as I can. And working with you, Megan, I have learned to share my gift on a larger scale now, which is super exciting because I can touch more people and touch more lives, especially women's lives, and help continue to empower them on the online world, not just in a brick and mortar space of a gym or a yoga studio, which I own. So I'm super excited to share that and a little bit more about my journey at the success at the summit this year, and hopefully inspire other women to do the same.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I already knew all that story. So
I know you did.
But I love hearing it because you're just such a beautiful example of really taking a stand, as a woman. You were in this marriage that wasn't propelling you and your mission, but you saw fitness as a way to empower yourself, and now you're paying it forward. So I would love to hear what are some results that women can expect when they work with you, because I keep hearing the theme of physical strength and empowerment and community. Would you mind elaborating on, I don't know if you want to share some testimonials or just to show women out there what's possible who might be feeling like you did several years ago?
Well, it's really interesting because I didn't have it's interesting you're asking me this, because I think about confidence when I think about fitness. And it's funny because I competed in, national fitness competitions, and I didn't just wake up one day and decide, oh, I'm going to get on stage and get in a bikini in front of people. I had to show up and commit to the process of building confidence. So what I've learned through fitness, and a little bit more of an elaborating on that, is when you show up for yourself in your best possible way every day, and you commit to the process of showing up for yourself, every single day you show up for yourself, you build your confidence, and you gain that confidence more and more. And through my process, I sometimes I didn't feel like showing up. Sometimes I didn't feel like I could do the workout or I was strong enough. But when I showed up, through that commitment came confidence. And through that confidence allowed me to transform my own self-limiting beliefs and empower me to understand that I do have a voice, I do have a purpose, and I can share it, and I can have the confidence to make sure that I am impactful and living my purpose, not just retracting from, but expanding to. And so I guess generally, if you're that question you're asking me, that's what I would say, is that they can expect to transform not only their own self-limiting beliefs, but their confidence. And that confidence will take them to their purpose.
I love that. And you said showing up, and I think often we see these bikini fitness models, or we see somebody who maybe is super successful in their business, and we think, okay, that's great for them, but I'm so far from ever being that type of person. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's not like you just go to the gym once and you pump some iron and all of a sudden you got muscles. It's showing up every single day and continuing to show up, even when maybe you necessarily didn't want to, is you build that muscle, and then eventually the muscle starts to grow, and you wake up and you're just like, this is a part of who I am. It's not just like a one-timer type thing.
That's exactly it. And I talk about this with the women that I work with and in my Facebook groups and everything. And what I always say to them is, sometimes showing up is that polarity of masculine and feminine. Sometimes you show up and it might not be the greatest day you show up. You might show up and you might be exhausted. You might be holding space for a lot of people in your life that day. And you might be emotionally zapped, but you still use that muscle, right? That mental muscle that translates into our physical muscle, and you show up and you do the work to the best of your ability. And then you give yourself some grace, right? And that's a big thing that I teach women also through my programs, is that if you're showing up in the best you can that day and in that moment, you have to give yourself a pat on the back. Even if you didn't completely annihilate the workout or completely run the full 5 miles, you showed up. And I think as women, we take on this idea that if we're not giving it 100% and we're not perfect all the time, that we haven't made an accomplishment, or we haven't stepped forward, or we always feel like, we have to be perfect in order to take a step forward. And that's just not true. It's just about showing up. And I always preach that. So thank you for touching on that again, Megan.
Yeah, you bet. Awesome. Well, you have so many nuggets to share, and I just can't wait to see you in front of the room in April, and then just to connect with all of these empowering women who think like us, and really understanding that we thrive together. And it's not that we're separate businesses and we're doing separate things. It's actually that we're elevating each other through this weekend. So if you are just tuning in and wanting to learn more about the Soul Success Summit, I'll give you a little sneak peek. It's a 2-day weekend in Santa Barbara. We have women flying in from all over the world, different backgrounds, to share with us their gifts in what made them so successful in their business. We have women flying from the UK, Zimbabwe, Hawaii, East Coast, West Coast, all from different backgrounds, all different businesses. Yet we have this one common theme of really wanting to share our gifts so that we can thrive together. So we're going to have yoga, meditation, fitness with J-Led, healthy food, a wine reception, and it's really not just a 2-day event. It's a lifelong sisterhood of women who have connected and will continue to connect again to thrive together. So if you would like to join us, we would love to have you there. If you are a friend of J-Led's, you can get a ticket at a discounted rate for $100 off. Awesome. So you just enter the code Jennifer Ludington.
1D, just 1D.
1D. Do you want to spell that out?
Yes, it's Ludington.
Perfect. And you get $100 off your ticket. And I'm going to tell you, this is not to be missed. You don't want to be kicking yourself in spring when it's sold out and you didn't get your ticket. So if you have any questions at all, or if you would like more info, you can visit thesoulsuccesssummit.com. And if you would like to get a hold of Jennifer in the meantime, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, I love my email. So everybody, if you're out there and you have questions and you need help, or you just want some advice, I love to give it. And if it's fitness and health related, I'm all about it. So you can send all of their requests to FitLud, and that's FITLUD, like the first 3 letters of my last name, @gmail.com.
Awesome. And you also have an amazing Facebook group. This girl is the queen of fitness challenges, of Facebook groups, of creating a powerful community of women. So would you mind sharing the name of your Facebook group?
I would love to, Megan. Thank you. The name of the group, and it's free, you can join, you just have to request it, is Fit in 5 Tribe. And it is a powerful group of just amazing women who always adjust each other's crowns and never knock them off. And so it's a nurturing, supportive environment. And if you want to join, we'd love to have you.
I love it. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks,
I just adore you and what you're up to. So thank you for joining us. And I will talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.